Hi friends, today we're making air fryer boneless turkey breast. I cannot wait to show you how easy it is to make this recipe. If you missed our slow cooker one, the slow cooker boneless turkey breast that I posted just last week, I will link that below. But today we're gonna be making it in the air fryer. I love making stuff in my air fryer. I don't really use a whole turkey in there. I have made a whole chicken in there. Butterball boneless turkey breast roast is perfectly sized for my Ninja air fryer, and I'll show you the basket. So if you have the basket style like this, it's the perfect size. I also have a Cuisinart, but it kind of tends to burn things, so I don't like to use it for things that are cooking too long. I will say that the Ninja can burn things too, but if I was cooking like this in there, it gets too charred on top because it's just so close. I don't know. Let's just get started. We're gonna go ahead and take this mesh off and get in there so we can get the cover off the turkey. There we go. And then I'm gonna put it in here to get all the juices. It kind of gets a little messy. So since we're putting it in the air fryer, I'm gonna loosen this a little bit. It got a little stuck in the slow cooker. And I remember when I made it in the oven, it also got stuck. So I kind of wanna just loosen it. I do wish the skin was like more on the roast. Let's see if we can get that down a little bit too. Like covering it. It's not really, it's like always just one. Like this is my probably 5th roast that I've purchased. They're really good and I like them for meal prep even, but they kind of get weird and blobbed up in the top. So I try to get that skin for something like this down. Whereas in the slow cooker, unless you're, putting it in the oven after, that's not gonna bother you too much, but if you want that crispy skin on top and kind of to hold in and retain that moisture, you're gonna wanna just maneuver it a little bit. See how it's, there we go, got it loosened. Perfect, and then I could just kind of cover it now. It gets like stuck right up in the top in the corner. And then you just have to shimmy it back down if you see what I'm doing here. All right, that looks pretty good. Well, piece of meat there, a little one there. Okay, so it's kind of spread. Oh, look, see, we can even go more. I just want the whole top of the turkey breast that is getting air fried on top to be covered with that skin because I don't want my meat to dry out. So that kind of acts like a barrier. Like think about it if you cook chicken thighs with the skin on. They're nice and juicy, they retain that moisture. But they're dark meat. This is light meat. So if you cook a chicken breast, that light meat, oof, boneless, skinless chicken breast, you can dry that out so fast. But if you put in a breast with bone in and skin on, even with just the skin on and taking the bone out, that's gonna be a moist chicken breast. So we are just making sure that skin is covering. Like see, there's some here too. I just wanna get it all covered. There we go. Again, for the slow cooker, you don't have to worry so much, but for the oven and the air fryer, maneuver that down. Do you see how much more we're covering here? It was literally just right up here. So now that's nice and even on there. I think I could even get a little bit more right here. I don't have to go too crazy, but this is really covered now, whereas when we first opened it, it's like, oh my gosh, it's all raw meat, no skin. So this looks perfect. I'm gonna do the same seasonings I do for my chicken and everything. I just love this seasoning combo. 1.5 teaspoons of granulated garlic. Then I'm gonna go in with a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. 1 teaspoon of parsley. This is just dried parsley. Then we're gonna go in with 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. You wanna measure out, I'm gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. My son's gonna help me. You wanna put the seasonings in? Yeah. Okay, here you can put it in the bowl. Dump it right in. You wanna help me put the seasonings away, bud? Yeah, nice mixing. We're gonna put some olive oil in there too.
Yeah.
Can you put all the seasonings away for mommy? And the spoon in the sink? We're gonna go with 1 to 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. So you may need only 1 tablespoon.
Avocado.
This is a 1/2 tablespoon. And then another 1/2. And then I think I might go with 1.5 for now. And then if I need it, I can add more.
Yummy.
Okay.
Mom, it's so yummy.
So I got that on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on the seasonings. And now you could have used the seasonings with it. And the reason I'm not using butter is because butter would burn. Hold on, buddy. This is raw meat, or I'd let you help. Now, the reason I'm not using butter is I don't want it to burn. Butter doesn't have a high smoke point. So that's why I'm actually using avocado oil. I like using avocado for a high smoke point.
Oh, yummy, Mom.
Thanks, love.
You're welcome.
And we're just gonna dab it on that paper towel. I should have used a bowl. It's kind of probably moisturizing into that, but that looks nicely covered.
Messy, guys.
It is pretty messy, right?
Yeah.
And I did do heaping spoonfuls, so I think we should be okay. So now I'm gonna place this into the air fryer.
Wow, Mom, nice white yellow. Look at the
And we're
yellow.
gonna clean up our counter. Wow, bud.
That's shiny yellow.
So now I'm just gonna clean the counter because I did have the turkey here. And then I'll take my little
I want it.
Swedish dishcloth and wipe it up. So now I am gonna put my air fryer on something. Whenever I cook on my quartz countertops, I just get super nervous that the heating element can like burn my countertop. So I use an air fryer, my pizza oven, Instant Pot, slow cooker, anything that is gonna warm something up, even my toaster oven. They're always on something with a base like this. So I have it skin side down, and any extra mesh I tuck under. Press start. We're gonna put it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I wanna cook it for 20 minutes. You could do 25, but I prefer to start with 20, and then we can always go to 25. And start. I just used 2 forks to rotate it carefully. You could use tongs as well. And now we're gonna air fry it for 35 minutes at 350. Start. After the 35 minutes, I am going to place my thermometer in there and make sure it's reading 165 degrees Fahrenheit. If you wanted to make gravy, you could. We have a little bit of gravy grease, but I'm actually not making gravy for this because I'm gonna be using this for sandwiches. So if you wanted to, you could take that fat and then use it to make like a roux, like we did in our slow cooker video, but you'd wanna add some actual broth to it because we didn't add broth to this like we did with our slow cooker. It definitely needs more. That's literally just fat on the bottom of that. I'm just gonna discard that and then let this turkey breast sit for at least 10 minutes to rest. And it looks perfect otherwise. Like, it's just the little bit of skin spot there. It was hard to get the actual netting off, but that is kind of to be expected if you leave the netting on. And the reason I left it on is because I did see that there was this little bit of separation here, which is totally fine. Let's take a taste. That's so good. Oh my gosh, it's juicy. Okay, we're gonna let it rest though. And that skin, keeping that skin on and really stretching it out really helps it retain all the moisture. Beautiful. Look how juicy that is. Can you see that? Can you see the juice? It's beautiful. It is so moist, which it kept all the moisture because we kept that skin intact. I'm gonna taste the bottom first and then we'll taste the top with the skin. Super moist, wow. It's full of flavor because I rubbed all of the seasonings on the bottom and top. To take a bite of the top now. So for the third bite, I'm gonna take the skin off and see if it's still flavorful underneath. I'm actually torn if I like it better in the slow cooker or the air fryer. I do get my gravy with the slow cooker, so that I really liked it for that reason. But man, it is really good in the air fryer too. So the reason I made this was for sandwiches, which I'm so excited about. I have to get the bread in the oven and do all of that. But if you have seen our French bread, that's a great bread for this. I like to make it nice and toasty. I spread some avocado, I use tomato and then bacon. And then it's just such a good sandwich. It's so good. And a slice of the turkey, of course. And then we also like to use it for our chicken stuffing casserole, which it'll be a turkey stuffing casserole. You can use leftover turkey so many ways. I know people like to make sliders. I have a slider recipe on our site with cranberry sauce and brie cheese, which is really good. And then I also really like using it for turkey pot pie, turkey noodle soup. If you're using like a actual turkey, you can actually make stock with the turkey carcass. There's so many ways to repurpose and reuse, and you don't always have to have it for turkey dinner. Like I'm using it for turkey sandwiches. So I hope you guys enjoy this air fryer turkey breast recipe. It is so flavorful. It's super moist. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, friends.